everyone, and today we will check what or talk about what part of your shadow aspect is coming forth right now. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. Take 3 deep breaths, breathe out through your mouth, choose whichever pile you are drawn to intuitively, and I'll see you ahead. Hi, pile number 1. We are looking at what part of your shadow aspect, the aspect that you have not been paying attention to and is silently actually bleeding out into other aspects of your life, causing a mess because you either chose to ignore it or are unaware of it consciously. So, what aspect of your shadow side is emerging right now? And we'll see what advice also is coming forth for you. File 1, I am already getting the word abandonment issues, which is your shadow aspect, the aspect that is coming to light right now. So what I am receiving is that this shadow aspect of abandonment or maybe even rejection actually is coming from, is actually strongly tied to your workplace or your work environment or your career aspect compared to relationships. And it feels like you've experienced rejection or negligence by people around you, especially people who you worked with as a team, and you knew your ideas were absolutely amazing, like victorious, and could have been a big contribution to the team, to the project that you would have been working on. Yet your voice was not heard, is what I'm receiving, which has caused you to block your throat chakra, which is a chakra for communication, and it has in turn definitely affected strongly on your solar plexus as well. The solar plexus is the third chakra, which is associated with personal power, and it's like you felt restricted or at odds with everyone or most of the people in the team, because you knew your ideas were so potent, so good, that also the fact that you could have been a leader in the group or the project, but you were not given that value. It's like I'm also receiving that people they intuitively knew your power, but they did not want to give you that sense of satisfaction. I mean, that's what's coming. It's weird, I know. Like, they wanted to just butt their heads with you, argue for the sake of just arguing and keeping you at a lower position, just undermining your ideas so that you don't level up, or subconsciously even trying to not let you know your own power, because they were somehow threatened by it. They were definitely, jealousy is coming through very strongly here, and they did not want you to get into the powerful position and the potency that you already have, like attain it and be powerful in your own being. And so they argued with you, chose to actually look for ideas that were not even as amazing or like as effective a plan that you might have come up with, and they were not as effective or that elaborately worked upon or had the details that you might have come to as a conclusion on. Yeah, like they went for ideas that were not as conducive, or maybe even like they were not out of the box, they were not creating anything at all that was something new. It was either redundant or something not as unique. And people knew the ideas that you were throwing at them were really good, but they just somehow felt they were not in their own sense of power, and so they undermined yours. They belittled yours, or came up with counter questions or doubts, not letting you or them also an opportunity to explore this intuitive side of yours, or the creative idea that you came up with, which could have actually led to something really phenomenal that was never done before, and actually blown people's minds with the end result. But you were sabotaged some way, energetically or emotionally, and so now you are stuck in this mindset that no one really is interested in what you have to say, and so you fear that in voicing your opinion, and you're stuck, really like stuck in that perspective that you sharing your voice is not going to be helpful, and that people will not come forth to help you out or even work with you because your ideas are not good, which is the exact opposite of what I am seeing. Your ideas are extremely powerful, very driven, very passionate, something that could yield into absolutely massively amazing results, and even change the world eventually. I mean, like the ideas are so potent that they will be known internationally or worldwide, or appreciated by the people around the world. But because of your experiences like this, where you've been attacked either mentally, people just thinking negatively about you is actually sending bad vibes, which does affect you if you're not aware of it. If you're not keeping your own vibration high, it's going to affect you. And so they did it either mentally, or they actually verbally said that, or came forward and asked you not to take this decision, or that it's stupid to do this, or go forth with this because they have not done it before, and so you shouldn't do, which is stupid. Anyway, so yeah, this is why I mean, like the main part of your shadow self that is showing up is rejection, which has led to fear of rejection. Obviously, I mean, like fear of rejection and failure, and fear of not being accepted by the people around you for the uniqueness that you bring. And this has definitely made you deficient in your solar plexus. It has really, your self-confidence and inner power has taken a beating because of the same. But you need to realize that I mean, you have no idea how powerful your ideas are, or you are as a being, and your ideas are actually so creative, so abundant, that they are actually even healing to the people around you. Because healing doesn't have to be either holistic or medical healing. Healing can be in any shape or form. It can be through art as well. So if you are an artist or a creative, your work can definitely heal the people around you. So many musicians are actually they have always healed so many people through their music or their songs, or poets with their words, or writers with their words. So let people butt heads with you. Let it be, because that doesn't make them greater than you or more aware than you. It's just they are acting from the level of consciousness they have access to. That does not mean that your ideas or the identity you have as a person has, anything to do with it. Or they basically don't let them sabotage you or your ideas. It's like you are being asked to learn to be more unconditional in your living by trusting the fact that you have the entire universe and all the universal forces helping you, constantly giving you these amazing ideas for your upgradation, for the upgradation of the entire consciousness. And the obstacles that you are facing, or the ones that you faced until now, and the ones you faced until now, are all because they're just preparing you for becoming, more an allowance of whatever it is that the future holds, yet staying true to your passion and your path, yet having this knowing that there are people, there are souls that will resonate with you, and not be stuck in this mentality that you are such an odd one out that no one would accept you. That is BS, and you guys know that. It's actually going to make you so much more compassionate and kind and open towards so many more people whose ideas or talent in people that is, overlooked and not shared just because they are technically in not a higher position in the office, or are not as famous as some other celebrity or a creative person. But when you reach at that level of success, you are going to you are a leader literally, quite literally are a leader, and you are going to lead so many people through your work. And when you align this aspect of your shadow with your light, when you come into consensus with it, when you actually nurture it, because you guys are extremely powerful people with extremely powerful desires and ideas, that's going to be revolutionary no matter how many people it is that you influence. Even changing one person's life is going to affect the consciousness, multitude times. So please do not hold back, because this entire aspect of your shadow is to help you realize that it is okay to be not heard by people, because not everyone is meant to understand you, not everyone is as aware as you, not everyone is open to organic or free-flowing ideas maybe, or things that are unknown to them, or to try theories. So, and that is completely fine. It's unkind for us to go ahead and shove down their throat our ideas if they are not ready to listen. I'm not justifying their behavior. I'm just trying to say that we cannot be the god of someone else's reality and make them listen to us specifically, and just be supportive to our ideas if they are not in the mindset to do so. But that does not mean you will not find people like this, because I definitely can gather this, that you will find people who are going to help you out, who are in tune with your ideas, with your creative force, with your passion. So let's see what advice you have to integrate your shadow and acknowledge it. Yep. So the card that came out is healing, and the bottom of the deck is mystery. I told you guys, your ideas are absolutely out of the box. You are the kind of people who are, interested in venturing out and trying new ideas. You do not like to restrict yourself from knowledge that you already have. You are always open to expansion, and so encountering these kind of situations or these kind of people is for you to help you understand that firstly, not everyone will understand your ideas, and in fact even help you to word or express your ideas in a way that it gets through to people, maybe, to help you with your own communication skills. I told you your throat chakra needs healing, and I know I have the mermaid or oracle, but still, the color blue being prominent here really points out the fact that your throat chakra does indeed need healing. And like I said, you guys are going to find people who think like you, who are at the same vibration, the same frequency of thought that you hold. And it's your journey when you align your shadow aspect, this shadow aspect of yours, it's going to be healing to obviously towards you and to the people around you. I told you, you guys will be blessing people with your ideas. If you see the rays here, it simply goes to show that your ideas are divinely guided, your vision is divinely guided, and so please, please, please heal yourself. And there's nothing wrong with who you are. And with healing, I do not mean that you have to change yourself. I'm just asking you to, or spirit or universe, it's just asking you to just integrate the shadow aspect and know that you actually are someone who's going to give voice to a lot of people, a lot of beings that are not being recognized once you understand this shadow aspect and integrate it. So yeah, that's all for pile 1. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'll see you guys next time. Hi, pile number 2. So we are asking today what shadow aspect of your self, of your soul, is coming forth. Shadow aspect are aspects of us that we do not either acknowledge or are not even aware of, that we see as shortcomings, and eventually they start affecting our life, relationships, or any aspect of us and causing chaos. Do not mind my shuffling, it's a bit wonky. I am receiving the word prejudice, and it feels like it's prejudice that has been projected on you about your body, your mindset, around your body. 1 second. The shadow aspect emerging for this pile is strongly related to their physical appearance, the mindset that they have around their physical appearance, wherein they were, looked. I'm receiving that as a child or during your younger age, younger years. You guys were looked down upon or either judged really harshly for the way you guys dressed. It was even I will go as far as to say that you were bullied for it, or you were even made fun. You're like, people made fun of you for dressing a certain way, or for the way that you looked, and it has made you really conscious about what you put in your mouth, in your body, and some of you might have developed coping mechanisms that are not healthy, but they helped you to step out of your not comfort zone, but step out of your house probably to help you, which you thought was helping, coping mechanisms that you thought were helping you to face the world. You were really broken down by the comments made or how you were treated, and most of this seems like it was, many of the instances seem that there was verbal abuse, but it also feels very much like a psychic attack, because I feel like mentally a lot of people projected on you their insecurities and views on as to how you could dress or how joyful you could be, just because you looked a certain way and you did not meet the standards of the society, and you did not look a certain way, or you did not indulge in certain activities, giving into peer pressure and basically doing stuff just to be accepted by your friends. You did not do that, and you were bullied for it. That is what I'm receiving. Like, people wanted to they saw your unique spark, you being fully in your truth, and they were intimidated by it, and so they wanted to domesticate you by either psychically just sending you vibes that, oh, you're not dressing properly, or that is not accepted here, or how are you eating, or what are you eating, or what are you consuming, or I mean, it could be consumption of anything, foods, drinks, or anything that you did like. And the way you express yourself physically, and that was intimidating because you were in your own power, knew your strength, you were like a commanding empress or emperor, whichever you resonate with. But people did not like it. They actually gossiped behind your back. They even gossiped and bullied you behind your back, or made fun of you, and you could feel all of this psychically, even though they did not all of them came to your face and actually told you that this is not going, and this is not how you dress or whatever. Like, they made sly comments, or they would just when you walk down a corridor and people laughing at you at school, because that's what's happened to me also. So that made you retreat back into your cave, is what I would like to say, and you've been stuck in this loop for so long. The shadow aspect coming out for you is the relationship with your body that has not been healed, and so you've molded yourself in such a way that you actually let them domesticate you in one way or another. It's not specifically probably the way they intended to, but it has caused you to shut down, retreat, or just box in the creative, vivacious and beautiful self that you are, because it was not accepted by people. You could actually physically in your body feel their hate. Even if it was not hate, you could feel their judgment, and you felt so out of place, you felt so neglected, that you felt like in order to survive you must, shut down this aspect of yourself, of how you dress, what you eat, what you drink, whatever your body looks like. You probably indulged in activities that you thought according to trend was healthy for you, but it never worked out for you, because your healing has to start from your heart center. This entire experience has, caused a big brick wall to come between you and your own body, and not being able to drop down into your body, love it, or even flaunt yourself the way you want to be in your sacral chakra, be your fruity, abundant, fun, full self. And this is because, and if you see now, more and more people are coming, I mean, people actually are mocking everyone, saying that, oh, this, every second person is just as an example, like every second person is a fashion influencer or whatever. But the point is, now you have the power to be yourself, to be unabashedly, unapologetically be yourself, and you will definitely find people to support you, because all of these experiences are molding you into such a stronger, independent person, independent in terms of not seeking validation in any form, be it prosperity wise also. You will be focused, you will know your path. And I mean, it's undeniable that that an abundance of prosperity will be yours. It is already yours, just when you choose to come out of this shell, and show to the world, express yourself through your body, through your clothes, whichever way feels right to you, because all of these experiences have led you to become much more masterful about yourself, about representing yourself, about uplifting and giving inspiration to people who are going through the same. Now, everyone, the point I was making with the fashion influencing thing is that everyone, fully can express themselves through clothes, and if that resonates with you, do it. It doesn't matter. Make fun of yourself. Life is not to be lived in resentment because some people don't get you. It's their limited version of consciousness that they are acting from and not choosing to move ahead from that has caused you to see this. Yet, it is for you to understand that they don't really matter to your joy. It's for you to see that you are such a revolutionary in your clothing, or in the way you probably cook something that's really good for your body, or in the way that you simply you look stunning with just simple clothes, or you know how to do amazingly gorgeous makeup. All of this has made you channel your energy into these creative forces and become like a master at it. And this side of yourself is going to only emerge fully when you understand the shadow aspect, where you are restricting yourself at some point, or in some way, shape or form, because of what has happened in the past. And it's restricting your relationship with your body. You are stuck in a loop, in a cycle, where you do make some progress, but you are not able to move ahead because you're still some way, or in some way, shape or form, holding on to the identity that people carry of you, or what you do, or how you represent yourself. Let's see what your advice is. I told you. You guys, you're aware, and the bottom of the deck is move forward. The card that came out is awareness. I told you guys, you are you are exceptionally amazing, very much in your sacral chakra. You embrace your true sexuality. You know how to love and be in love with your body, and you represent it fully. You used to do it as a child and it was looked down upon, but now you have to realize that you cannot be stuck in that mentality. People there, you will find people who will not accept the standard or the idea of beauty that you have, and that's completely okay. You just have to move forward now, knowing that you are going to influence so many people in different multiple ways by just being true to who you are, by being, really aligning your feminine and your masculine energies, especially in your body. Pile 2, you guys are absolutely beautiful, and do not let your shadow aspect get the better of you. Know that it's okay to retreat sometimes, but do not make it a cycle, which might be the case right now. And you are going to find absolute abundance of relationships, love, friendships, and prosperity, should you wish to integrate your shadow. It will definitely take time, because this is all pentacles, but it's going to take time, because this is a very long-term stable change that you are bringing within your life, within your soul. It will give you deepest of soul satisfaction. Especially, it's going to heal your heart to a tremendous level. So that's what I have for you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I will see you guys the next time. Thank you for watching. Hi, Pile 3. So today we are asking what shadow aspect of yourself is emerging right now. Shadow aspects, the shadow aspect actually includes thought forms, behaviors that we ignore or we shun or put at the back burner, because we've been told either that it's not right or we've had traumatic experiences with it, so we do not address them, and they leak into or bleed into our relationships, career, work, or our relationship with ourselves, basically in any shape or form, causing blocks that we might not be aware of. So let's ask what shadow aspect of yourself is emerging right now. Wow. You guys literally have your shadow aspect coming to your light, to the light right now. Bottom deck energy is the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So what I am receiving is this, guys, that you guys have been, or your feminine side has been repressed, neglected, even ridiculed a lot, and that is the side of you that's coming forth for healing. And it feels like it has been suppressed by feminines or like females in your life that have that carry a lot of masculine energy in them, or generally the masculine energy has suppressed the feminine energy within you. It's a lot related to your intuition and your creative expression, where you flourished so much, but then you were really looked down upon and not given enough credit for your creative forces, for the intuitive hits and the nudges that you got. When you acted upon those intuitive hits or your gut feeling, it was looked down upon. When you acted actually out of pure joy, it was somehow looked at as you being either crazy or just being plain stupid because you were a kid. So you were projected on with a lot of judgments. You've got 3 major arcanas. This is like really heavy duty shadow work showing up. And so you know, you moved out of your feminine energy so fiercely, or like shut it down, that you only focus on things logically now. You are only defensive about what you see, perceive, know, or do actually. And you are always constantly being bombarded by judgments, or you're constantly replaying those judgments or projections upon that have been, projections that have been projected on you about not being in your yin energy but only being in your yang or your masculine energy. And I just feel, it feels like you are not attached to your emotional body, and there's so much in there that needs to be released. You feel absolutely lonely, and you've become probably the defensiveness that you have right now, it's mostly being misconstrued or misinterpreted by people around you or whoever interacts with you, because they feel like you are ready to pounce on them if they try to do anything or suggest you anything, because you feel like, or they even ask you to actually tend to your creative side, because it feels like a weakness to you now. Being your sensitivity has been looked down upon so much, so that you imbibed it as an identity of it being a weakness and then made it your own. And so you've been carrying all of these judgments for so long and literally suppressed your, I would say, inner girl child, but yeah, inner child, but definitely your feminine side as a child, where you were absolutely in contact, like in direct connection with source, universe, spirit, whichever energy you believe in, and you would channel then that energy in your work or however you express yourself. And these people around you were not aware enough to appreciate it. They actually might have invaded even your space physically, just a trigger warning, in a sexual way or in a physical way, that might have made you super defensive, even physically defensive, and even it has distorted your vision of the masculine energy in your life as well, because you've not only experienced oppressive, powerful masculine energy, the energy that has been the only dominant masculine energy, and not the one of true leadership, of true companionship. And so It's caused you to emotionally shut off and even shut down your creative energy. You are almost all the time on the lookout, like if you know, like everyone is going to, or anyone and everyone you meet is coming to get you or cause you trouble. And this, it feels like you've been carrying this weight for years, and you feel absolutely abandoned and detached. Pile 3, please understand, you guys are absolutely powerful beings. Your yin energy, your sacral chakra energy, your feminine energy is so divine, especially with the feminine energy on the rise now, with people waking up more to the feminine side of theirs. You have, I mean, truckloads of potential trapped inside there. Inside your heart, your sacral, your, specifically your heart. You, and your intuition is so super strong. It's absolutely on point. You guys just need to realize that this is when you integrate your shadow, when you actually sit in your emotional body, when you feel those emotions that you've suppressed for years. It's going to be overwhelming, it's going to be painful. I can vouch for that, and I have friends who can vouch for that, but I would definitely recommend you to do this, because once you do this, you guys have no idea what you are going to unlock for yourself. It's, I mean, like, it's like floodgates opening of opportunities, of love, of abundance, of acceptance that you've been seeking, of relationships that have strong foundations, that's not built on jealousy, that's not built on sabotaging the other, or not built on, you know, taking advantage of the other person. It's all there for you. You just need only tap into this emotional side of yourself. Cry for days if you want to. If it feels uncomfortable, sleep. Like, if sleeping helps you get some relief, do that. But do not escape this, because these are like, of 5 cards, you have 3 major arcana. This is absolutely like a turning point for you when you integrate this shadow, because this has been building up for lifetimes. Wow, because I was getting that. So obviously this is not just a wound that you have probably, or the shadow aspect that you have developed in this lifetime. It's coming from various previous lifetimes as well. Let's see what's your advice is. Go with the flow. And we do have healing as well. And move forward. This card came for pile 2, and this card came from pile 1 as well. You guys, when you start going with the flow, when you drop down into that deep ocean of emotions, it will be suffocating for sure in the beginning, but it's going to be super healing. You're going to find your tribe, because all that resistance that is not letting you be your true self, enjoy, be one with your feminine energy, it's all going to release, and thus your vibration, which is truly your vibration, is going to assert itself, become more prominent. And that's how your soul tribe, or the people that you truly resonate with in every sense, are going to find you, and they will be there with you no matter what. They will understand your space, they will understand the emotional upheaval that you go through. They will be there for you to thrive and not just survive. Please, please, please understand that there are people who are here to support you. I truly believe wholeheartedly, rather, I know about your potential, I can see it. And you guys are absolutely beautiful. Please embrace your creative force, your feminine energy. It's a dynamite. It's going to be phenomenally life changing for you and the people around you, and it's going to bless your soul so much. Be there for your own self. That's it, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it helped you. I'll see you guys the next time. Bye.